Hi, my name is Michael Herman. I am a recent graduate of devCodeCamp's full stack software developer program. I'm a proud United States Air Force veteran, and I'm a developer based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Today, I'm excited to present to you my 10-day Capstone project and a little bit about how I decided to choose this as my project. A friend of mine owns a local gym in the area, and I noticed that he doesn't have an actual web application for his gym. So, me being a software developer student, I had to jump at the opportunity to acquire my first client, right? And create an application for him. So I sat down with the owner of the gym and we kind of discussed what are some of the key features we want to see in this application. And some of those features include the ability for a user to create a profile, register for an account, and for them to have a profile page. If they want to schedule a session with the trainer, they could do so on the web application, as well as any events. If they want to register for an event, they can do so as well. And if they want to pay for their gym membership, they'll have the ability to do so on the profile page. And another thing was for the application to kind of have a modern look and feel to it and be easy to navigate. The technologies that I use to create this application include Django, Python, and MySQL, along with Postman for testing the backend. For the front end, I used React.js, Node.js, React Router, and Axios, along with CSS and Stripe API for handling payments. So now let's go ahead and jump into the actual demonstration of the application. You can see here on our homepage, the goal here was pretty simple. It's just to let the user know when they land on this page what Iron Ground Gym is all about. Achieve peak fitness with Iron Ground. Build your body and fitness with professional trainers. If you scroll up here to the top, we have our navigation bar. You can see as we hover over each item that the item gets highlighted in red, just for the user to have an easy experience to let them know clearly where they are on the web page. If we scroll down a little bit, you can see that the nav bar gets highlighted in black just so it can stand out a little bit more as we're navigating through the page. And one more thing I do want to point out is that the logo up here on the top does act as a home button, and that is the page that we are currently on. So if we go down here to the bottom, we can see we have two options. We can register for an account or we can log in. For the purpose of this demonstration, let's go ahead and register a new account. You can see after we click register, we're brought to our registration form. Get started with us today. Create your account by filling out the information below. I do want to point out that this form does have form validation going on, meaning if I don't put anything in here, you can see it's going to let us know all these fields are required. So let's make a username. The same thing here, if I don't put in a valid email format, it's going to say the email address is invalid, so we do need a valid email address. Let's put that in here. Password. The passwords do need to match. If we don't let them match, it'll let us know. To save some time, we're not going to do that. So we click sign up. Here we are. Congratulations, you are now a member of Iron Ground Gym, and we have none other than Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, to get us pumped up about our new membership at Iron Ground Gym. So let's go ahead and click login here. We'll log back in with the account that we just created. Same thing here. This does have form validation going on as well. We'll put in our password and we'll hit login. Now this brings us to our user profile page. Here we have a welcome message with the username that we just created. Under information, we have our email address that we just registered with. We have our annual membership payment and the ability to pay for that here. And we'll go ahead and hold off on that for now. Down here we have our scheduled sessions. You can see we have events or training sessions. Because we just created an account, it's going to let us know you currently have no registered events and you currently have no training sessions scheduled. Let's jump up to the nav bar. We'll go ahead and go through each item one by one. We'll start with the About page. And the About page is simply that. It's just going to let us know a little bit more information about Iron Ground Gym. I do want to show that the social media links here at the bottom do function. So if I click on Facebook, for example, it's going to bring us to Iron Ground Gym's Facebook page. Go ahead and jump back to our application. Let's go to the Services tab. Now here we have a YouTube player. It's going to display any content that Iron Ground Gym's YouTube channel has on it. So we'll just play a few seconds here, kind of give you a visual about what goes on at Iron Ground Gym. Now if we scroll down here, whatever you're training for, we have the means to help you achieve your goals. And this is just some of the services offered here at Iron Ground Gym. We have powerlifting, endurance, bodybuilding, and sport-specific training. Let's go up to our trainers tab. Now here you can meet our trainers. You can choose from Iron Ground's award-winning trainers. Now, if you notice, as we hover over each trainer, we get clear indication with our red box around the trainer. And at the bottom of each trainer, we have the ability to click to schedule. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll choose Jacob here. Once we click, we can see that we're brought to a page that has a little bit more information about that specific trainer. Areas of focus over here, we have boxing, MMA for Jacob, football, strength conditioning. Now down here, you can see all the available sessions that the trainer has. And if you want to schedule one of these sessions, you can simply do so by clicking right here on the right side where it says schedule. We'll go ahead and choose the first one. Now when we schedule a session, you can see we get a nice little pop-up notification that lets us know that our training session is successfully scheduled. Let's hop over to the events tab. Now Iron Ground Gym hosts a lot of local events, and any of those events that are coming up are going to be displayed here. Same thing, as you hover over, you can clearly see which one you're on. If you'd like to register for an event, you can do so by clicking here at the bottom. And same thing, we have a page for that specific event with a little bit more information about it. We have the event details here along with the date, the time, the duration, and the max registration. If we want to register, we can do so by clicking down here below, and we have to do so by choosing our weight class. So we'll go ahead and register here. Same thing, we get a nice notification that lets us know that we have successfully registered for the event. So now would be a good time to hop back over to our user profile page. And now you can see down here on our scheduled sessions under events, we have our Nightmare on Deadlift Street that we just registered for. And over here on our training sessions, we have our training session with Jacob that it now appears, lets us know the date, the time, and the duration as well. Now would be a good time to go ahead and demonstrate the process of paying for our membership. And we could do that simply by clicking right here, the Pay with Card. We'll go ahead and put in our email address, card information. And this is just a fake information for testing purposes. And then we'll go ahead and click Pay right here. You can see that we get a green check mark to let us know that our transaction has successfully posted. One other thing I do want to point out here is on the contact page. If we want to inquire further about Iron Ground Gym, we can do so here. We just have to fill out the required information. Please tell me more. Okay, we'll hit send. Now this goes through a third-party app, so we just have to verify that we're not a robot. Thanks, your form was submitted successfully. We'll return to our application. And if I go into my email address, you can see right here we do have a new inquiry for Iron Ground Gym. Hop back to our application. One last thing I do want to show here is if we scale this down to kind of a mobile size, we can see that the website is responsive. Everything is scaling properly. If you notice, the nav bar is now a hamburger icon. If we click that, we now get a vertical nav bar here. And you can see everything scales quite nicely. So that concludes my demonstration of the application. For further implementations, I would like to include the ability for the user to upload a profile picture. It's kind of why we have this blank space going on here. And another thing that I wanted to add was the ability for the user to kind of track their workouts, like input field, for example, maybe they want to keep track of their weight or track how many workouts they did in a certain day. And I want to display these on the profile page with some charts. The goal was to use Chart.js there, and I think with a little bit more research and it shouldn't be too hard to implement. So that's definitely something I want to strive for. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation of my 10 days capstone. Thank you.